Hey guys, welcome back to the Philly Talk, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I have not made an episode in about 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. I just been so lazy, backed up with school and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, it really isn't that hard. One day a week, can't do that, but I obviously couldn't. We got a lot of crap to talk about. Obviously, the Eagles are 3-2, coming off the loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was a terrible loss, in my opinion. I mean, if I looked at the clock, it was 6 minutes and 23 seconds left, and Ben Roethlisberger made the drive all the way down the field. If you guys look back at that 3rd and 12, where I think Antonio Brown was in the slot, and we're playing zone. I mean, I guess you would play zone on a 3rd down, but our strength is to play man. Our weakness is zone, in my opinion, because I think Nnamdi Asomugha is the best at the man. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is good in man coverage. Brandon Boykin's a rookie. You don't want to put him in that zone coverage, in case both of them cut across in front of him. He doesn't know where to go. So man-to-man would be the best decision in my perspective. But obviously not for Juan Castillo, the offensive line coach. So we blew that, and I think that was the play of that drive, because if we would have stopped him, most likely they would have punted. I mean, maybe they would have gone for it, but there was like 5 minutes left. I would have faith in that defense. I mean, even if Troy Polamalu wasn't even out there, I would think that, their defense still is a dominant force. Mike Vick could have drove down, could have ran the ball, killed some clock, and even if we didn't score, make them use 1 or 2 timeouts, punt them the ball with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go with a 1 timeout. A better chance of doing that than having 3 timeouts, and then they had a chance to obviously kick the field goal for the win. I think the final score was 16-13. But 2 fumbles by Mike Vick, and a lot of people say that he shouldn't, or Marty Morningway, the offensive coordinator, should not call those draw plays in the red zone. I kind of agree. I mean, Mike Vick's I don't even think he's 6 foot. I think he's like maybe 5'11 and a half, and he's about 210. Running into like James Harrison is like 6'3" and 250 plus, and you're coming all those linemen that are way bigger than him. I mean, obviously the ball's gonna come loose unless you keep hold grip of it. But obviously he didn't. The ball came out. That was a turning point in the game. But other than that, the Eagles, I mean, the first 2 weeks, they barely got by. The first week, they barely got by. And I mean barely. If they would have lost that, I would have said, you know what, no Super Bowl. Second week, they beat Baltimore at home. A lot of people have arguing the calls of the ref. I mean, it did look like he didn't really push off. In my opinion, Jacoby Jones against Nnamdi Asomugha. I don't think he really pushed off as the refs saw or intended to see. But, other than that, I have not talked about the Phillies at all. I don't really, as you guys probably know by now, I'm more of an Eagle football type of guy. But, I mean, the Phillies came out 81-81 flat, so 500 for the year. I didn't really want to talk about the Phillies because I didn't think they were worth my time. They just blew the whole season. It started when Howard was out, then Utley was out, and then just trading Hunter Pence was the stupidest decision, and this is so late talking about it, but trading Hunter Pence was so dumb, in my opinion. I think Victorino, he was tired, he didn't feel like playing. Okay, get off my team. That's the way I would put it. But Hunter Pence, I mean, you can't depend on him to be a Ryan Howard. But let's see, what can I describe him as another baseball player? I'm trying to think here. Maybe, I wouldn't compare, that's the word. I wouldn't want to compare him to Robinson Cano, not Mike Trout, but I would compare him to maybe Chase Utley in his 20s. Maybe I would compare him to that. I don't know, I think Hunter's on that level right now, but I would compare him definitely to that. Well, the NHL lockout is still going on. I think there was a lockout in 2005. But NHL was slowly creeping up there on the sports, favorite sports, but I don't even know if they're going to have a season. It's kind of weird. There's two weird things that I want to say, and I think everyone will agree with me. The weird thing is, it just so happens that the NFL went a lockout, the NBA, and now the NHL. So that's weird to me. And then the second weird thing is, if you notice, in every single sport, there was a team that was terrible that made the playoffs or even did good. Let's go back to the first. And the first, my friend, is football. We're going to look at the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, they were the worst team in 09, 010, 08, whatever. They were so bad. Harbaugh came and made that team a 13-3 team, NFC Championship. There's actually a couple teams that I would like to talk about in the NFL. The Detroit Lions. The Buffalo Bills had a quick start. So those three right there, that was just weird to me. And then we're going to the NBA. Indiana Pacers. I always thought the Pacers were terrible. Obviously, they showed that they can stand up and be a good 3 seed, and they absolutely did that. I can't remember any other team coming out of there. And then we're going to the NHL. The Sacramento Kings. The LA Kings won the Stanley Cup. I don't even know where they were last year. I really don't pay attention to much hockey. Maybe they were decent, but I never saw them in the playoffs. And then we're going to go to baseball. The Baltimore frickin' Orioles and the Oakland Athletics. Two of those teams, they were very bad last year. I don't know what happened. It's just odd to me that a lot of these bad teams in one season just wrap around and do tremendously great things out on the field or the ice or the court. It's just mind-boggling how that happens, and I'm really just stunned. So another thing I want to talk about is college football. This is not a 5-topic day. This is just me trying to, sum up of what I missed in the past 4 weeks and even before. I have not been active. I really just talk about one thing, and that's it. There will be. I'm actually going to show you guys some Madden, or maybe I won't. I don't know. But it'll be brought to you by Madden NFL 13. I love that game so much. I'm going to put it in my title. Why not? Who cares? But yeah, so that's about it for today. I'm trying to be more active in the YouTube community. I want to come out with more than one video a week. Maybe I can do something special. Maybe I can do a live stream or something like that before every Sunday when the Eagles, or a Monday or a Thursday, whatever day they play on. I can do a pregame breakdown. I might. You know what? Hopefully this week I think they play the Lions at home at 1. I'll let you guys know. I'll come out with a video during the week on, maybe I'll start it at 11 and maybe we'll end it at 12:30. But why would you want to watch me when you can turn on Comcast Sportsnet and get Rendell? I think it was Leonard Weaver, Ike Reese, and Mike something. I mean, they're actually there. They're professionals. I got to bring something to the table that they don't have. Maybe it's my voice. Maybe it's my perspective on things, or whatever the case may be. But other than that, guys, this has been the Philly Talk, and I'll see you sometime during the week. If not, I'll let you guys know if I'm doing something this Sunday or not. But other than that, have a great night. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you. And remember, subscribe, rate, and like.